Hey everyone, and welcome to TopThink. Today we'll learn about 10 things that you can do to help the people you love. Now, let's begin. We all have people in our lives that we love and care about. We want them to be happy and healthy. We want to help them when they struggle and celebrate when they succeed. But sometimes supporting others is more difficult and complicated, especially during moments of struggle, grief, and hardship. Even if we have the best intentions, we may not always have the best effect. For example, you may know someone who's struggling to get their life together. You want them to change for the better. You want them to see the errors in their ways. But if you tell them everything that they're doing is wrong, well, you're only going to hurt their confidence and put your relationship in jeopardy. So what should you do? How do you offer support without overstepping their boundaries or compromising their independence? In this video, we're going to discuss 10 ways to encourage and support the people you care about most. Being there for others isn't always easy. Sometimes supporting a loved one requires a lot of time and hard work. But with love and patience, you can ease their burdens and help them get back on their feet. Number 1. Listen with love. Offering support isn't just about saying the right things. We often try to give advice and guidance when often the best thing that you can do for someone is simply listen. You'd be surprised how many people feel unheard and overlooked every day. They may not think anyone cares about them or understands their problems, so they just keep their feelings bottled up inside. What these people need most is someone who's willing to listen. So support your loved ones by lending your ear. Go out of your way to ask how they're feeling. Really listen to what they have to say and ask questions that encourage them to explore their feelings further. Just by empathizing with the people in your life, you're making them feel loved and seen, and that's more helpful than you'll ever know. Number 2. Lighten their load. You may know someone who's struggling to juggle their responsibilities. They may be feeling stressed and overwhelmed. They may have lost confidence in themselves, worrying that they can't satisfy others' expectations. In these challenging moments, you can show them how much you care by lightening their load. A small act of service can make a huge difference in someone's life. You might do a favor for them, like mowing their lawn or dropping off some groceries. You might make them lunch when they're feeling stressed or get them a cup of coffee to help them get through the day. These acts of service not only lighten their load, but also remind your loved ones that people do care about them. Many times, a little support is all we need to find our motivation and get through the day. Number 3. Tell them the truth. Sometimes people tell us what they think we want to hear. If we ask a difficult question, they offer a soft, polite approach that carries less meaning. It makes sense why people do this, usually to try to make you feel better or avoid conflict. But in times of struggle, we need someone to tell us the truth. If you want to help the people you love, be a source of openness and authenticity in their lives. When they come to you with a problem, speak your authentic truth. Tell them your honest opinion because that's probably what they really want to hear. While telling the truth is important, the way in which you tell it is also very important. Speak with compassion, empathy, and sensitivity. If they come looking for your perspective, then tell them how you really feel. But along the way, be mindful of their feelings. Number 4. Invest your time. Supporting someone you love doesn't have to be hard or emotional. Most of the time, what people need isn't an intervention or a heart-to-heart chat. What they need is someone who stands by their side, keeps them company, and helps them enjoy life again. If someone in your life is having a hard time, go out of your way to plan something that you can enjoy together. Share a meal, go for a hike, enjoy a hobby that you both share. These are all ways that you and your loved ones can spend quality time together. Even if you don't do or say anything, investing your time lets them know that they're loved. Number 5. The power of acceptance. We are our greatest critics. When we do something wrong, we often come down very hard on ourselves. We only see the bad, even when the good is just as important. To help your loved ones, give them validation and support which they may not be able to give themselves. Accept them for who they really are, quirks and all. By offering acceptance, you're encouraging them to accept themselves. Number 6. Always follow through. Actions speak louder than words, especially around the people we love. You can tell someone a dozen times that you're there for them, but doing the work is what's really important. What the people in your life need isn't someone who promises the world, but someone who shows up when it counts. If you want to help the people you love, be someone they can depend on time and time again. Follow through on your commitments, consistently keep your word, and deliver when it matters most. This not only builds trust between you and your loved ones, but also gives them confidence to ask for help down the road. Ultimately, the people we trust are the people who show up. Keep your promises to your loved ones so they know they can count on you. Number 7. Try again. Change, it isn't easy. It'd be nice if we could transform ourselves overnight, but for most people, change happens at a snail's pace. The road is often rocky, long, and full of uncomfortable obstacles. Even the most motivated people struggle to learn and improve. This process becomes even more difficult when someone is resistant to change or afraid to step out of their comfort zone. If someone in your life wants to change, be patient with them. Give them the benefit of the doubt and help them face whatever problems they may encounter along the way. Don't be disappointed if they don't succeed on the first try. Instead, encourage them to keep going. Be a patient and forgiving support system for the people you love, and eventually, they will succeed. Number 8. Honor their boundaries. Just because we love someone, it doesn't mean we can do or say anything we want. There may be things that your loved ones don't want to share with you. There may be subjects they don't like to talk about or feelings they want to keep to themselves. Just because a relationship has limitations doesn't make it any less meaningful. That said, you may not always understand their boundaries. They may confuse or frustrate you. This is a feeling that you're going to have to manage over time. It's always important to remember that overstepping boundaries is not good for them or the health of your relationship. So, how do you respect their boundaries in a healthy way? When someone raises a concern or expresses discomfort, the best thing you can do is respectfully step back. Let them know that their boundaries are important to you. Prove to them that their happiness and comfort mean more than getting your point across. Not only does this build mutual trust, but it also empowers your loved ones to make decisions and to exercise their discretion. In many ways, honoring their boundaries gives people the power to be themselves. Number 9. Be their cheerleader. Sometimes people get down on themselves, they adopt negative narratives, and they lose faith in their abilities. When this happens, their motivation dwindles, their confidence fades, and they stop pursuing the things they care about. If this sounds like someone in your life, be a voice of support, of positivity, and encouragement in their life. In other words, cheer them on from the sidelines. Let them know that you believe in them and give them words of encouragement as they make progress toward their goals. Ideally, they should learn to encourage and find confidence within themselves. But if their confidence is already low, kind words from a friend or family member can help them get back on their feet. It may give them the motivation to make an important change. It may inspire them to finally pursue a lifelong goal. It may not seem like much, but your support carries a lot of weight in the eyes of the people you love. Encourage them to succeed, and they'll know you're on their side. Number 10. Remember your role. Loving someone can be frustrating. You want them to do what you think is best for them, but they don't always listen. Sometimes they get in their own way. Sometimes they make bad choices and undo all the progress they've made. While it's frustrating to watch, it isn't your job to make their decisions for them. If you really want to help someone, let go of the reins. In other words, remind yourself that you're not in control of their life. It's good to offer honest advice when they ask for it, but be mindful of your role in the relationship. Offer them support, but don't be dictatorial in telling them how to live. You may not agree with their choices, but they are their choices to make. Thank you for watching TopThink, and be sure to subscribe because more incredible content is on the way.